YouTube, what's going on? Today we are going to do an initial review on the highly talked about Flux Defense brace. So I was able to meet up with the guys from Flux Defense Brace at SHOT Show this year. We had talked via social media. I saw their product in a couple videos and wanted to reach out. After meeting with them, they were nice enough to gift me one. Yes, they did leave me one here to do a review on. This video is not being paid for. I did not pay for the brace, so there's full disclosure. With that being said, let's get into the review. The Flux Defense Flux Brace, made for Generation 4 and 5 model Glocks. Specifically the 17, 17L, 22, 31, 34, 35, and the 19X and 45. Installation is extremely simple. You remove the rear takedown pin that is in the Glock to begin with. You replace it with the metal one sent by Flux. It is important to note that if you have the additional back straps on the Gen 4 or 5 models, you will have to remove them in order for the Flux brace to attach to the weapon. The Flux Defense brace is made from a rigid polymer in conjunction with metal rods and levers. So I know a lot of people are asking why do you need a brace on a Glock? Well, in short, you don't. But is it fun? Yeah. Is it cool? Yeah. Maybe it's not your cup of tea, but honestly for me, I really do like the product. Being able to get that solid 3 points of contact just makes it easier to shoot out distance with your handgun. I had the Flux Defense brace on my Glock 17 Gen 4 MOS. I was also running a Delta Point Pro from Leopold on it, and that was co-witnessed with Dawson Precision .495 irons. As you can see in the video, normal deployment and shooting the handgun as a normal handgun, there's no issues whatsoever. You will have a little bit more of plastic material where the webbing of your hand makes contact with the back of the firearm. However, shooting with a normal two-handed grip was no issue whatsoever. Rapid deployment of the brace from there made it extremely easy to reach out and hit targets at further distance with those 3 points of contact. Now, do you need a brace to shoot a Glock easier? No. Is there practical application for this device? My opinion, yes, we'll get to that later. However, it is an awesome, fun, cool range toy. I'm really attracted to the innovation behind the product. There are a lot of other manufacturers making braces. I just feel that this is one of the more better designed braces for pistols. So over the weekend, I was able to get out on the range with my buddy Daniel Castro. You guys might know him. He runs the Milsim Media account on Instagram. Some awesome media content, photography, videography coming out of his account. Definitely go check him out. But Daniel and I were able to get out to the range and get about 500 rounds through my Glock with the brace attached. And this review is just our initial thoughts on the device. Alright, so first thing, how is this thing deployed? When using the brace, you will use your index finger to press down on the lever. The brace will then shoot out. It does come with two different springs, a blue and a red. They recommend using the red one. I agree, it shoots out a lot quicker, deployment's a lot faster utilizing the red one. And if anything happens to get in the way, such as a jacket or a shirt or something like that, it can typically press through that. But yeah, deploying it, you press down with your index finger. Typically for a right-handed shooter where you would trigger index is where the deployment lever would be. I know there's a lot of questions regarding legality of this brace. I'm gonna start by saying this. I'm not an attorney. I would definitely entice you to research the laws regarding pistol braces. I will say that, again, the product is very similar to several other braces currently on the market, so please do the research and figure that stuff out for yourself. AR pistol, tailhook brace. AR pistol, SPA 3 brace. Glock pistol, Flux brace.
Same, but different, but still same. Huh.
Some things to note during our range session. There were a ton of things that we liked about the brace. However, there were a few things I had to change with my training to better use the Flux Defense brace. First off, drawing the firearm. When drawing from an outside the waistband holster, I typically come straight down on the grip of the firearm. However, because of the brace's placement, you're not able to do that. I learned quickly that I had to come in at an angle to get a proper grip on the firearm while equipped with the brace in order to deploy it. After a few repetitions, I was able to figure this out and it was not an issue. When it comes to reloading, you will have to break your grip and rotate the brace around your forearm. Again, this was a little bit of a struggle at first. However, after a few repetitions, it became smooth and natural and there were no issues. Let's talk about the methods of carry. For me, I would definitely carry this in an outside the waistband holster with maybe a jacket over it. Deployment from that position, it was extremely easy, and I could definitely see it being used by plainclothes officers or by guys overseas doing plainclothes work who want to have that third point of attachment on a weapon setup like this. With the red dot and the third point of attachment, I really think this could be extremely useful in those types of settings, especially when you're not able to walk around with a rifle or have a long gun exposed. I could also see this being used in an off-body bag, similar to my Verdict's EDC transit sling. While out on the range, I was able to deploy it easily from my bag. In regards to holsters, I know that there are a few manufacturers out there making holsters for the Flux Brace. We are not one of them at this time. The holster that we used was a QVO secondary holster. However, I custom designed this holster to film this video for you guys. In time, we are looking to have these made as more Flux braces are out there in the market. So in time, definitely look out on our website. We should have them later on. One cool thing to note about our holster, I designed the holster so that the Flux Brace could both be deployed and resecured while inside the holster. The reasoning behind this, you might not have time to resecure the brace before holstering. So while in the holster, you can press down the lever, smack the back of it, and push in the brace to secure it in place. If time permits, before securing it in your holster, to resecure the brace in place, you press down on the lever that you used to deploy it, you give it a nice smack to the back of it, and then you push it in hard and it will click into place. The brace is extremely rigid and made for hard use, so you don't have to baby it. You can definitely manhandle it. So when resecuring it, definitely give it that smack and secure it nice and hard in place. So overall, guys, I'm really stoked on the Flux Defense brace. I really am impressed. It did live up to the hype for me. I think the design is extremely innovative. I feel like it's a better designed brace than most of the ones out on the market. Another thing about Flux Defense, the guys behind the company, they are all about listening to feedback from their customers. They want to improve their product based on the reviews from their customers, and that to me is just a really good quality to have in a company. So definitely check them out. I believe price point was around the $300 to $310 mark. I know that during SHOT Show they were doing a discounted sale around $50 off, so around $250, $260. But definitely check them out. I do think it's worth it. And yeah, I'm really stoked on it. They have some new stuff already coming out that looks really promising. They posted today on their Instagram page. Definitely go check that out. Guys, that's it for our initial review of the Flux Defense brace. I hope you liked the video. I'm definitely interested to hear your comments down below. Please, let's all remember the thumper rule from Bambi.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
I want to keep things professional on this page. If this brace isn't for you, hey man, I get that. I definitely understand that. This isn't for everybody. With that being said, if you want to express those opinions, please do so in a professional, constructive manner. I appreciate all of the feedback, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Whoa, that's low as f.
Holy shit.
We're using the other one.